are going to go up, say Asda. Well, here you go, Lidl's like, you're beauty. You're beauty. Apparently, Standard Life are going to leave. They said they were leaving in 1978, they said they were leaving. They're still here. By the way, they'll be leaving. Most likely in the back of a police van when they get caught with all the fraud that they've been up to Standard Life. We'll take no lectures for them, that's for sure. We've been told that telecommunication charges might increase as well. We've been told that there's going to be a Great Depression. We've been told by the absolute big business bosses, the multi-millionaires, they've all got together to tell us, don't you vote for independence. Don't you dare vote for independence. There'll be a depression. The prices are going to go up. And then the No campaign says, that Yes campaign, they're very intimidating. They're very intimidating now. Intimidating, brothers and sisters. Those who are trying to intimidate isn't those of us in the Yes campaign. We are presenting a positive vision of the possibilities of a new and a better Scotland. Those that are intimidating and bullying and scaremongering are those in the dark camp of the No Brigade. That's who the intimidators are. That's who's intimidating. We've got the chance here, brothers and sisters. We've got the chance in 3 days' time to look the Waynes in the eyes and say to them loud and clear, I've done something for you that I wish my mammy and daddy was able to do for me. I've just voted to make sure that you will never, ever live under a Tory government ever again. That's what we're going to do. Because we're going to do something remarkable, aren't we? We're going to vote to be a country that gets the government it votes for. How remarkable, eh? How painful it must be for that brigade down there not to have the power on Thursday. You see, they're so used to throwing their weight around, they're so used to getting their own way. These millionaires think that they have got a divine right to rule. Brothers and sisters, let's say loud and clear. This referendum on Thursday isn't about the millionaires. This referendum on Thursday is about the millions. That's what this referendum's about. The millions. We have it within our power to declare that we want a new and a better country. A country where our health service isn't for sale. A country where our health service is written into our constitution as public, available at the time of need for all and never for sale. We can do that in independent Scotland. We can write into our constitution that our education services are never going to be privatised the way they have in England and Wales. We're going to write into our constitution that we don't have upfront tuition fees at £9,000 a head as they have in England. How many parents in here who hope that your children might be able to go to university to get a profession, to maybe get something that you couldn't get, that you didn't have the opportunity for? That's what we do as parents, isn't it? We hope that we can give our kids something that maybe we didn't have the chance for. £9,000 a head, £36,000 for a 4-year degree. Where are you going to get that? Before a boss kicked, before you're paid for living expenses, accommodation. Brothers and sisters, we have no upfront tuition fees. We have a free health service. We have free elderly care. We have free prescriptions. We have free eye tests. Guess what's going to happen if we vote no? I don't know if everybody understands this. You hit this No Brigade telling you, oh, don't worry under a no vote. Health will be safe, education will be safe, don't worry about it. Oh, it's devolved, they say. It's safe. And the after heats. Are they deliberately being ignorant and economically illiterate? Don't they know that the way the Scottish Parliament works is this? We all pay our taxes. We raise our revenues in Scotland, or oil, or gas, or food, or beverages, or tourism. We raise our revenues, we pay our taxes, and guess what we do with it? We send it to Westminster. Send it to Westminster. And then guess what we do? We send the politicians down to Westminster to say, gonna give us some money so we can run our health and education. That's the way it works. 19th of September, Scotland's voted no. Politicians go down to Westminster. Hey, listen, I know you're privatising your health service down here. I know you've got big business in now, tendering for the provision of cancer care and children's care. I know you've invited PricewaterhouseCoopers, Virgin Money, Royal Bank of Scotland to provide health care in England. That's what they've done. They've abolished the health service in England. That's what they've done. We know you're doing that. We know you've got upfront tuition fees for all the Waynes that want to go to university. But guess what? See, up in Scotland, we're not like that. We want to keep the health service free. We want to no charge upfront tuition fees. Gonna give us the money. Gonna give us the money so we don't have to do that. And they're going to look at us. They're going to look at us up and down. And they're going to say, what? You bunch of cowards. You had your opportunity. You can sing your Flower of Scotland at your football games and your rugby matches. But when you had the chance to take your destiny in your own hands, you balled it. On your way is what they're going to say. You can do the same to your health service and your education as we're doing down here. That's why we have to, in this next 3 days, explain categorically, fundamentally, the only way to save the health service, the only way to keep education accessible for working class kids is to vote yes. That's the only way we're going to do it. By the way, that's not the only freedom. You've got the freedom on Thursday to make sure there's never a Tory government in Scotland again. You've got the freedom on Thursday to make sure our health service remains in public hands. You've got the freedom on Thursday to make sure education remains accessible to working class kids. You've also got the freedom on Thursday to do something else. Might not rock everybody's boat. Maybe it means more to me than some people because I've been arrested that many times outside Sheridan. But I'll tell you what. Here's something that I would love us to be able to do on Friday morning. I would love us on Friday morning to be able to stand up in the world stage with all the world's media and declare, see this wee new country, Scotland, we do things differently. See the £250 million a year that Scotland has been spending on illegal, immoral nuclear weapons. See, from now on, this wee independent country is going to spend £250 million a year on schools and hospitals and doctors and nurses. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to spend on. We're not prepared any longer to spend billions of pounds on illegal, immoral scrap metal. That's what it is, scrap metal. If it's ever used, the game's a bogey, the planet's her anyway. And some people say, oh, but Charlie, should we not keep the weapons in case somebody threatens to attack us? You misunderstand what we've got. We don't have retaliatory nuclear weapons. We've got first strike nuclear weapons. See, if we don't intend to obliterate part of the planet, why would you keep nuclear weapons? They're a waste of resources. They're a waste. When I think of the campaigns, when you go through the city of Glasgow, go through Edinburgh, people look at collecting cans. Please donate to Yorkhill Sick Children's Hospital. We're trying to pay for a new MRI scanner for the Waynes. Please donate to Shelter, the homeless charity. We're trying to raise money to eradicate homelessness. Brothers and sisters, see me, see my vision. We might not share all the visions, but see my vision in an independent Scotland. We're not going to have anybody collecting for Yorkhill Sick Children's Hospital in the street. We're not going to have people collecting for shelter in the street, because we're going to be investing in children's care and health. We're going to be investing in building new social housing. We are going to think joint up thinking. We're going to look at homelessness on one hand. We're going to look at unemployment on the other hand. We're going to look at the hundreds of thousands that are waiting to be trained as joiners, as plumbers, as glaziers, as quantity surveyors. We're going to look at them, and then we're going to spend the money to train them to build the houses for the 200,000 people that are waiting for new houses. That's what we're going to do. It's called joint up thinking, brothers and sisters, and it's possible. This isn't rocket science. This is possible in an independent Scotland. There may be some people collecting in the streets. There may be wee bomber George Robertson and old Lord folks, Lord Reid, Lord McConnell, because they'll have lost their ermine robes by then. They'll be in the streets saying, "Going to help us, please, please donate. We want to build a nuclear weapon." Wouldn't it make more sense as a society that we had people collecting money for nuclear weapons instead of collecting money for York Sick Children's Hospital? Isn't it better as a country that we invest in health and education and not of weapons of mass destruction? And by the way, some people might think, "Oh, Tommy, you just want to move the nuclear weapons." We don't want to move them. We want to decommission them. We want to decommission them. But see, if there's a wee gap in time between us voting to get rid of nuclear weapons and them getting decommissioned, we might have to store them somewhere temporarily. I've got a wee idea. There's a big river in London called the River Thames, and it's got a big house on it called the Houses of Parliament. In the intervening period between voting to get rid of nuclear weapons and having them decommissioned, let's get them parked right outside the Houses of Parliament, brothers and sisters. And I wonder how quickly they'll get decommissioned then, eh? Brothers and sisters, people might say, "Okay, Tommy, in this independent Scotland, you want to spend more in housing, you want to spend more in health, you want to spend more in education. Can we afford it? Can we afford it?" You see that wee equation I gave you earlier about what we do with our taxes and our revenues? I want you to think about this. We pay our taxes in Scotland, we raise our revenues in Scotland, we send it down to London. We then go down there and say, "Going to give some of it back." Pocket money. Guess what? In the last 33 years in a row, 33 years consecutive, we, this small nation Scotland, we have paid more into the Westminster pot than we've got back from the Westminster pot. 33 years in a row. We are not subsidy junkies. We are net contributors to the UK economy. And by the way, see if you don't believe me, why do you think they want to keep us? Why do you think they want to keep us? After tonight's meeting, please go home, go onto your laptops, look up Businesses for Scotland, look at the detailed, independent economic research. Look at what happened in the last 5 years alone. 5 years alone. If an independent Scotland had existed, we would have had an extra £8.3 billion to spend on public services. £8